breathe. I can't breathe.
When corrupt cops make some questionable decisions that cost them the respect of their community is when they realize they're finished. Here are 3 cases to show you just that. Take this first case as an example where a corrupt cop chooses to side with the church he regularly visits over the First Amendment right of this citizen.
This is not a stop and ID state.
What's your name?
Why are you so upset at this church, man?
On April 18th, 2021, a theologian, Titus Hartford, was arrested in front of a Chattanooga church. Why? Simply to exercise his freedom of speech, only to be met with unfairness and violation of his rights.
Only time convenient for me.
Well then, I guess...
The truth.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
What's going on?
How are you?
Good. Hey, man. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
What's your name? I'm Darren.
I'm choosing not to reveal that at this time.
That's okay. I was just want to introduce myself. What can I help you with today, man?
Just help me get my message out.
You know, it's great that you have your theological and doctrinal belief, but do you really think this is the best place to try to get that message out? Why?
Yeah. Because this is a church that's popular.
Which teaches the Word of God, where He changes people's lives. So why would you?
Maybe there's people who want to go forward in their relationship with Jesus.
Yeah, man. You know, and I know you're smart enough to where I see that you're standing on private, on public property. It's the sidewalk. But man, can we not just agree today, maybe not to have this happen while I have our congregation? I'm a shepherd, right?
Teachings of Jesus is because you flee when you see all the wolves coming in here.
I don't flee from anything, but I'm standing here in front of a person that I feel might be a wolf. So I'm going to ask you very kindly, just for the consideration of God Almighty and the congregation that comes here, church, could we just put this thing away today?
No.
And then go and maybe have lunch?
I'm invoking my constitutional right.
Yeah, I know, but there's also a thing to where there's a legal thing that says that you become, legally, if you become a public nuisance, and we feel that it is, I can call Chattanooga.
Well, then call the police. There
and then say that you
if I'm breaking the law, arrest me.
You're making a scene right now, aren't you, Sergeant? Am I correct in my understanding, sir, of the law?
Titus is approached by a church superior who, after a brief yet astonishingly polite conversation with him, decides that he's a nuisance to his blessed congregation. Upon Titus' refusal to put away the sign and invoke his First Amendment right, he's met with a threat to be detained.
Then I become subject to your...
Yes, you have, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
I know exactly who you are, bro. You don't think I remember who you are. And that's why that's right?
That's why I'm here.
That's right. So we've had this before, right? So I'm just asking again, how did it turn out last time?
It turned out good.
Right.
So blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Why can't we just go inside and have a civil conversation, you and I, that we were not out here making a fool of ourselves?
Well, when I get done doing what I'm doing, I'll call you or email you. Just leave me your contact information and we'll go from there.
No, this is not working well for me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. You should have put your house on more solid ground.
Listen, man, can you do me fair? Could you just not let me listen to that, please? I'm asking you as a man to man. That's all I'm asking you for. There's no reason.
No. Preach from the rooftops.
Well, number one, you're on the street corner. Okay, it was wrong.
Well,
and your message is so listen, man. Nobody here is paying any attention to your side. Okay.
I think I'm making a big demonstration. Did you see that?
Tired. Number one, you don't have my permission to film me, so don't film me anymore.
I can film you all I want.
I said no, sir. Okay.
Hey,
no.
Don't touch my stuff.
Get off my property.
I'm not on your property.
Get off my property, dude.
I'm not on your property.
Listen, man, leave. Hey, Sergeant, can you call a district car? I think we have a public problem here right now with me and him. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
sir. You
should
get a better job, man. Just walk away.
Okay.
You shouldn't touch people's belongings that don't belong to you.
Listen, man. Hey, man, just leave it.
Leave me your contact information. We'll study the Bible.
Contact information. We've had this conversation before, bro.
Okay, well, contact me. We'll study the Bible.
The church superior becomes obviously irritated with Titus really fast and even gets up real close and personal. He even manages to manhandle Titus's camera a couple of times with zero reaction from the cop on standby. How pitiful what power does to some men. The standby cop calls in for backup. This is where Officer Elliott, aka Corrupt Cop number 2, enters the scene.
Hey, how you doing? Name and badge number, please.
You got an ID on you?
Name and badge number.
Elliot, 1099. Where's your ID, bro?
That's irrelevant. Have I committed a crime?
Yeah, you're trespassing. You're refusing to leave, man.
I'm on public property. This is a
You're on
sidewalk.
church property. Let me see your ID.
This is a sidewalk.
Let me see your ID. Need your ID or you're gonna go to jail.
This is a sidewalk. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, I need your ID.
Okay, maybe
You gonna give me your ID or you're gonna go to jail?
I'm not gonna give you my ID. I have no reason to.
Put your arm behind your back.
I'm on the sidewalk, so I don't see why I'm being arrested.
Well, you're refusing to give me your ID. You have to identify yourself.
This is not a stop and ID state.
What's your name? Why are you so upset at this church, man?
I'm not upset at that.
What are you doing out here?
I'm trying to make a theological point that I wasn't allowed to make on the. We were having a Bible study.
You're having a Bible study?
I object to that.
To what?
Unreasonable searches and seizures.
Well, I've got a reason to detain you and arrest you right now for trespass, refusing to identify yourself.
Well, I was on
You were on a church property. They called in about you, man. The part-time officer working
I have it on
is
film.
one of our sergeants. Yeah, I got it all on film too. You know what this is? That's a camera too, okay?
Get a new job, dude.
Okay.
Officer Elliott makes no time of absolutely steamrolling over Titus's rights and directly jumping into the arrest after demanding Titus violate his Fourth Amendment right by giving out his identification, then proceeding to unlawfully perform a search and detain Titus.
Hey, I'm just gonna take him for trespassing. I go here, man. That's kind of ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
you know, Pastor Frank and all those guys, they're extremely, you know, they talk to the dude. You know, I mean, so would Chaplain, you know, I can't remember the guy's name because I'm so frustrated with him right now, but Delaney, like, they have no problem talking to him, but maybe he's got some kind of theological thing he wants to do.
If this isn't the most blatant example of nepotism and favoritism, then I really don't know what is.
yeah, you can't. A church is basically supposed to stamp that out anyway. I mean, because you can't have somebody come in saying, "Hey."
If also Paul taught the opposite of what Jesus taught.
But I had no problem talking with him out here.
No, and I'm the same way. But he's already caused a problem. He's not leaving. He's like, I pulled around and he's like filming people walking in to the service. I'm like, this.
And he stopped recording. He stopped recording with me.
As soon as he saw me, he turned it off.
Or did he turn? I thought he turned it back on.
I think he turned it back on because he just like realized this was a confrontation kind of thing now.
But I mean,
I'm just gonna.
He didn't really want to explain to me what his doctrine was, what he wanted, what he taught. It's just he used a lot of vague platitudes, and like it's darkness in there, and you know
it's darkness.
Yeah, I tried to ask him, you know, how you're saved, and what's, you know, basically you tell me how I can be saved.
I don't want women because of it.
And well, it boiled down to works, is what he told me.
Yeah.
So what that
Hey,
means.
you know, like this church of all churches is open to discussion, but the way he's going about it is.
Well, it's a good sign that somebody's out here, really, because it says wherever truth is taught, Satan's going to send in his workers to disrupt. So it's a good sign when you get people to fight you.
Yeah, this is retarded, man. I was telling him that he's not even a staff member here. Yeah. Well, I think he was trying to talk to him, but try to get the guy to leave too. And I mean, the guy's a real jerk. He's like filming, you know, people walking in, you know, like. You know, I'm like, that sign is like the Apostle Paul teaches the opposite of what Jesus teaches. So I'm like, and he wouldn't even give me his name. He's like, I'm trying to have a theological, whatever, you know, discussion or something like that. And I'm just like, bro, of all churches, this church would be like open to a discussion, but like you went way past the line.
So, but no, I hate being on this corner right here because it's a blind corner to a point, but. What's funny is I was walking towards the back because I was like, what he doesn't realize is Walgreens is our property. I'm a horrible person. But, hey, thank you. Thanks for being cool.
Yeah, no problem.
After Officer Elliott and his church buddies have a laugh at Titus's expense and quote-unquote calling his theories retarded, there doesn't leave much for Officer Elliott to defend himself with, ultimately leading to a harrowing civil lawsuit against the local government. After reviewing all the evidence, a settlement agreement of $29,000 was reached with Titus Hartford. If that last case didn't put corruption in cops on display, this next one will surely change your mind.
Listening to them. You're the police.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know. Clearly, you have no idea.
The property.
I'm not on their property.
Buddy.
So you want me to stand in the street and get a ticket for?
Stand across the road.
That's their property too, then.
That's a public road right there. That's a road.
So is this.
You're not on the road. You're on the grass. That's
oh my
property.
God, you are ridiculous, Garvey.
On October 27th, 2020, a YouTuber, Delaware Defender, was a victim to rampant police corruption. Whilst he was innocently observed filming on legally demarcated public property, the owners of said property had a different idea.
What's happening, man? Just getting some pictures. Yeah. I'm just working on a little news story. I'm just working on a little news story. About the health and food industry and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
You working for a company or?
No, I'm just independent. Just trying to get my own thing going.
Okay. I just had someone call in saying, riding around with a camera, that's all.
I'm sure. I'm surprised. No one even came out, so I'm surprised. Usually they'll come out and harass me for a little bit before they call you guys.
Yeah.
But
they might sooner or later.
they might, yeah, I don't know, so.
Okay.
All right.
I was just wondering what you was up to.
You're good, man.
What's your name?
I'm not giving any ID today.
No ID?
Nah, you're good, man.
All right.
Appreciate it, man. What was your name?
Officer Lee.
Lee, thank you, sir.
Yep, stay safe, don't get hit by the car.
That's why I try to wear this vest, man. It helps some a little bit.
Initially approached by Officer Lee, who hardly gives him any trouble and respects his rights and the work he was trying to do. Although it didn't take him long to change his mind, begs the question, why?
What, did Lee not do a good enough job?
What's that?
Lee already responded out here.
You gave me on private property videotape.
What's that sticker say on it?
Yeah, that's Department of Transportation.
Well, yeah, the state of Maryland put this here.
Yeah, well this here is private property. This
Not where I'm standing, dude.
Yes, it is. You got an ID on you?
Let's go. Arrest me.
I'm telling you, just to
arrest me. I'm not, because I'm not. This is a public street sign. Look at it. You're ridiculous. Lee was perfect. You just ruined it for you guys.
Yeah.
You just ruined it. Garvey, you have a badge number?
Yeah, 0142.
Why did you ruin it?
You got an ID?
Lee, I'm not giving it to you. Yeah. I'm not trespassing.
Yeah. You're on private property, buddy.
This is a street sign.
Yeah, well, we're not playing
It's public property. I don't want to play it either. Arrest me.
I'm asking you for your identification.
Come on. I'm not going to resist you at all. I'm not giving it to you. I'll give it to you at the station. I want you to take it all the way. You think you're a bully? Then let's take it all the way.
I'm not a bully. I'm seeing what you're doing. You're on private property.
I already told Lee what I was doing.
Well, you told me.
I'm not on private property.
Well, I'm telling you, you're on private property.
How do you know?
This is the road. That's the land. That's private property.
There's this thing called an easement, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't have to walk in the street. I can walk here. That's why these signs are here.
Yeah. You're on private property. It's videotape.
You hear this, dude?
What's that?
You hear this, dude? You were perfect. Why is he gonna ruin it for you guys?
It's not ruining nothing. You weren't on the property earlier, now you are.
I was in the same exact spot.
Hey, you were down the street.
You know what this is?
What's that?
A street sign.
Uh-huh.
They can't put their street signs on Amick Farms property.
Okay.
So this cannot be Amick Farms property because there is a Maryland sign here. Yeah. Come on, dude. Come on, Garvey. I'm not going to give it to you. I'll go. That's fine.
You got anything on you?
Not really, no. I got a phone and keys and a water bottle. This is ridiculous, guys. You guys are a joke. Just a business card.
Delaware Defender.
Why are you going in my pockets?
I actually got anything on you, you said now.
What do you... I just told you. A strap.
Strap?
That's it. That's a lens cap. That might be the lens. Is it circular?
Phone?
Oh, then a phone, yeah.
So why are you making this difficult?
You're making it difficult. Lee was perfect. I'm not trespassing. You're ridiculous. I'll go to jail for it because you're full of shit.
Okay.
There's no way that this is their property. It has a sticker on it because Maryland owns it. They don't stick it on other people's property.
You need to call the plant manager out here and tell you that you're on his property?
Get the property lines. He's got no idea. Why are you listening to them? You're the police.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know. Clearly, you have no idea. I'm not on their property.
Buddy.
So you want me to stand in the street and get a ticket for...
Stand across the road.
That's their property too, then.
That's a public road right there. That's a road.
So is this.
You're not on the road. You're on the grass. That's
oh my God. You are ridiculous, Garvey.
This time Lee comes back with Officer Garvey as well, who is evidently more crooked than Lee. He gets straight down to business, which is violating Delaware defenders' rights. Numerous times, Garvey is told that he is quite literally standing on an easement next to a publicly owned light pole. But alas, this falls on deaf ears.
And I'm gonna ask you one more time for your name.
I'm not giving it. I'll move.
You have a lawful order to give me your name.
You asked me to leave. I'm gonna leave.
I gave you a lawful order to give me your name. So what is your name?
Oh my God, I guess I'm going to jail today. That's fine.
What is your name?
I'm going to jail. It's fine. Let's go. I'm not giving it. I'm not trespassing. You can't arrest me for trespassing because I'm not trespassing. This is not their property.
It's not. Whose property is it?
It's an easement. It's county property, city property. It's city property. I do know. Well, I don't know if it's a county. Maybe it looks like a county road sign to me, but that's the junction for the road up there. That's why there's light poles here. They don't own the electric company. Come on, Garvey. There's a public easement. It's probably 33 feet from the center line of the road, or 18.
One of those guys right here.
Well, it's just facts. It's facts that there's an easement for people to walk down the street. It's facts.
You're not in the street.
I don't want to be in the street because I can get hit by a car in the street. That's why there's an easement, so I don't get hit. I'm not. I'm not.
Then what are you doing?
You think I'm on their property, Lee?
Yes.
Then why didn't you do something then?
Because you were down there at the end of the street, one of the property down there. Now
How? They own the whole thing over there. They have the whole yard. I was ready.
You know the property lines too?
Well, I know where the easements are. There's an easement here. This is not their property.
This is their property. What's your name?
I just want to go to jail, man.
You want to go to jail?
I guess, yeah, because this is just getting bad. Because there's no way. There's no way that this is their property.
Yeah, it is their property.
How do they own up to the street? There's a gas line in the road. They own the gas line under the road?
You own a house?
What does it matter?
Do you own a house?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't?
Not to me, no. This has nothing to do with my house.
Your property line runs right to the road, does it? Does it or
But there's a sidewalk there that people are allowed to use.
It's a sidewalk. This isn't a sidewalk.
Well, there is no sidewalk. It's the same idea. Just because there isn't a paved piece of concrete here doesn't mean the same rules don't apply.
Okay.
I do this everywhere.
You do, yeah?
I do this all over the place. Typically Delaware, like you've seen, but the same laws apply.
After exhausting all efforts on Garvey, he tries to reason with Officer Lee once more. However, his only response as to why he didn't take him down earlier was because he was up the road. Truly baffling.
Easement laws, yeah. I mean, the feetage might be different, but I'm not even 2 feet off the road here.
You were right up here when I seen you.
I was standing right in line with this piece of wood, right? I mean, I got it on video. I'm still videoing now.
So am I.
That's great. So you really want it? You want to take me for trespassing now?
If I wanted to take you for trespassing, I'd take you. I'm asking.
So then what are you doing? So you're going to take me for failure to ID?
Yeah.
Well, what law am I breaking?
Failure to obey a lawful order. I've given you, told you to give me your name.
Maryland is not a stop and ID state, Garvey. You have to accuse me of a crime. That's the Fourth Amendment, just flat out.
One, you're trespassing.
I'm not. You just said I'm not trespassing.
No, I said I'm not locking you up right now for trespassing.
Why? I just said to. This is ridiculous.
Because I'm trying to be easy with you here.
I just want to take my pictures and go. I'm not trying to trespass. I'm not trying to do anything. Yeah, I'm working on a news story. Have you ever heard of Free Press?
Yeah, I've heard of Free Press.
Bang, thank you. That helps me out a lot if this gets ugly. That helps me out a lot.
But that's not what your business card says.
It does. It's investigative journalist. Journalism is press. And it does say on there, free press needs to stay free. You didn't even, Harvey? Huh?
No, I'm sitting here trying to be nice with you and reason with you, but you want to be ignorant about it.
I don't want to be ignorant. I want my rights respected. I'm out here, huh?
Now you are.
You're trying to get my ID and violate my Fourth Amendment.
I have every reason. I have a lawful reason to identify you. You're on private property.
I wasn't. Then let's go for trespassing.
All right, well, turn around.
Oh my God, Garvey.
So you gonna give me your name now or not?
Well, let's wait till we get in there. Let's see your supervisor says something about this.
Supervisor.
You're the supervisor. Yeah, I guess I will then. guys are something else, Lee. You were so cool. I was giving you guys a pass.
Giving us a pass, huh?
Well, yeah, you guys were great. You came out here, responded to their call for crybaby call for someone taking pictures. You came out, addressed the situation, and left. I didn't want to give you my name, and you were perfectly fine with it. That was perfect. Textbook police work. No laws being broken. You don't do anything. You address the situation and get out. But for some reason, Garvey had it out for me. I don't have to, though. That's the whole point. What do you think this is? It doesn't work like that. If you're not breaking the law, I don't have to give you any information. That's not how it works. It's not being simple, give you my name. I mean, that's not how it works. So, that's fine. I'm fine with it. It's the first time I'm arrested, so...
Delaware Defender threw everything he had at those officers, but they didn't budge, ultimately getting him arrested for the first time. He even shares his immeasurable disappointment in the whole situation with Officer Lee. If Officer Lee and Garvey's shenanigans weren't disappointing enough, this next case really takes it a step further.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
On September 20th, 2022, Deputy McRae was dealing with an altercation that took place between a school PE teacher and an African-American student called Mr. Sledge.
Put me in here, okay. Not knowing that I told him I wasn't feeling good. Came to him about that. That was already done on about. Yes, done on about. We left alone. Okay, cool. We cool. I'm up there in the bleachers sitting down. Finally, when I come down from off the bleachers, you want to come at me aggressively. What happened to you? You supposed to be in the bleachers. Like, that's not how you talk to me. You could be a good citizen, but be aware. When you talking to me, it's respect. So what happened after that? After that, it wasn't nothing else to discuss. I walked off and continued on what I was doing. I'm not finna talk to a good old citizen. You could have your little, you feel me? That's not gonna resolve nothing. If I'm not doing that, if I'm minding my own business, don't come to me no type of way. And how you bumped up against me like that?
We're talking to
how you bumped up against me like that?
As a teacher, okay, I organized game, you didn't play. I asked you why you didn't play. You told me you didn't feel well. I didn't bug on your name. I said, okay, that's fine. Next thing you know, the basketballs come out and now you're on the floor. So I came up to you and I was like, I thought you were sick when we were playing kickball. Now you're not sick anymore. And that's when you went from here to like that. And you shut it down and I couldn't talk to you.
This sets the stage, making it clear to us that Mr. Sledge was unhappy and disinterested in what the PE teacher had to say. Mr. Sledge truly believed that the teacher was being more than unreasonable with him previously and was now saving face.
I'm too old for that stuff, okay? I've been doing this for 26 freaking years. All right, you got a little bit of experience. So if you think I'm coming at you, you're totally wrong, 100%. But as a teacher and as a person of respect, that I do respect these kids, you ask any kids in here, and you call me racist, I'm the least racist person in the school. You ask anybody around here, black, white, or indifferent. Kids, young kids, adults. I guarantee you, I treat this man with the same respect that they treat me. Don't call me racist. As a teacher, you're my student. I asked you a question, and you could not answer it. You got really upset. That's where we're at.
That's exactly what I did from the moment I came in this class. You had something on me when I asked if you could open up the door. Your question was regarding to why this, why that, and I gave you a simple question in return, but you wanted to go further with the
Now the only question I asked you was why could you not play our game?
I'm telling you, I was feeling myself. It's the reason why I came down from off the bleachers. It don't matter about no basketball. It don't matter about no kickball. It don't got nothing to do with none of that. I said I was feeling sick. If I'm feeling sick, I'm gonna be up there on the bleachers. What is you not understanding that? When I'm feeling myself, I'm gonna come down. What is you not understanding that?
Mr. Sledge was getting riled up as the conversation continued, only escalating the situation and worsening his state of mind. As previously mentioned, he wasn't feeling all that well.
Come on, man. You finna take a ride to jail, dude. I ain't with you.
Who the you talking about ride to jail? I ain't do you to begin with.
It's called disorderly conduct.
It's
stand
orderly
up,
conduct. You ain't
and let's go.
going down. No.
Boy. Get up off the bleachers. That's fine. You can record all you want. I'll be recording the whole time.
That's cool.
Get up off the
Record,
bleachers.
keep recording. I
I'm
hope you
going
got
to.
everything I said in there too.
So let's go. Come with me. Mr. Perry's telling you to come out. I'm telling you to come on, so you need to get up and come on. I'm giving you a lawful order to get up and come on now. All right, man. Take the backpack off. We pick it up at Jim. Don't resist me, dude. What is it? Don't resist me. Don't do it.
Step away from me.
I just told you what I would do. Take the bag off. Take it off. Take the bag off. You are fixed. You are fixed to get put in handcuffs one way or another. Take the bag off. Take it off. Take the bag off.
No right to be slung
Take
up
the
against
bag
the
off.
bleachers.
Take the bag off.
Here, Deputy McRae apparently felt so threatened after dragging Mr. Sledge by the neck into the back of the bleaches that he felt the need to pepper spray him. This cop took the racial profiling to a whole different level.
Once the backpack is off, take the bag off. Take it off. I know it sucks. If you'd have just listened, this wouldn't have happened. That's all. That's all you had to do was listen. You're still going to resist. You want it some more, dude, because that's fine. I got a whole can. Take the bag off, man. That's all you have to do is take the bag off. Take the bag off.
Why is you harassing me?
I told you to take the bag off.
Harassing me? I got you on camera.
That's fine, dude. Take the bag off. Take it off.
I can't breathe.
If you take the bag off, we'll get you decontaminated. That's all it is.
I can't breathe.
If all of this was not enough for Deputy McRae, he felt so unnerved that he had to forcefully squash Mr. Sledge onto the ground in order to remove his bag. This sort of case is purely an example of malicious intent and unlawful usage of force. Due to his actions, Tyler McRae faces $1.5 million in damages and $5 million in punitive damages as he awaits his trial on November 19th. Who do you reckon was the worst cop in the bunch? And did they rightfully deserve the punishments they were handed, or should they have been fired? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video if you haven't already, and be sure to stay tuned for the next installment. Who knows? It might be right up your alley. This is Detective Mystery, signing off.